Okay, hello. Hello, all of no one who's here, which is fine. That's what I get for going live at 10 o'clock at night without announcing it. Let's pop over to the camera. Hey, it's me, look at that. Wow, what an amazing transition that just didn't work. I don't know why the camera is lagging and not focusing all of a sudden. It was working fine before I started streaming, which is great. Yeah, so, my thought process with doing this live stream is I want to build these Legos, or fake Legos. They're not actual Legos, not Lego brand Legos. And wouldn't it be fun if I did it on a live stream and see if anyone shows up? We'll see if someone actually shows up. I'll have the chat open on the screen, so you never know. But I figure I'll take this opportunity to talk about some like channel updates and things. I keep looking over here because that's where OBS is, by the way, on this screen. Don't worry, it's gonna go away soon. My mic is in the shot. Wow, I'm doing real good today. Wow. All right. So this is the whole thing. For my birthday, my parents got me this Lego succulents set. Oops, I punched the microphone. Doing real good. So hold up some blurry plastic plants for you so you can definitely absolutely see them and they won't look shitty and blurry and blown out because the exposure's somehow still wrong. Even though I've said it twice. But yeah, I love these. They're delightful. And they live on my shelf over there usually. And I've had sort of a rough week, which I won't go into because it is things that are not, events that are not just mine to talk about really. But I think because of that and because Easter is this weekend, and apparently Easter's a holiday when people give each other gifts now, I guess, which I was not aware of, but apparently it happens because that's what my parents did this time. I don't know. My parents sent me another set. There are two of them, I think. I think it's two. And I grabbed the wrong box? No, I didn't. Did I? Wait. Oh, there's like 3 or 4 of them. I don't know which one I got. Oh, hold up. Okay. So, this is the box they all come in. This is the kit they gave me already. That was a birthday present. And then there's this one. And also this one. This one just, yeah, they're all just different succulents. So that's kind of cool. So I have a bunch of real succulents. I really like them. They're easy and fun plants to take care of. They require a certain amount of neglect, less neglect than these plastic ones take. However, I'm going to take a moment to reposition the camera because I don't know where my second webcam is. I had one at one point. I could not tell you where it went. But yeah, and something I will say, just so you all know, if there's anyone who comes up in chat, or if there's anyone watching this after the fact, because why not? You might as well. It has it looks like about a minute worth of delay. Or wait, hold on. Why is my preview not on live? Well, let's see. I'm going to wave on camera. I'm going to see how long it takes for my YouTube preview to show that. It's set to live now. But yes. In the meantime, I'm going to cut to an intermission. Hey, look, my transition works when the camera's actually, on already. Okay, so now that wave just happened on my screen, so that's about how long the delay is from me to you. Just so you know. Time to move the camera. And this is the dumbest thing ever, if you guys could see my setup for this. I have a microphone stand, because God forbid I get a camera stand, right? Whoops. I have a microphone stand, and it has a mic clip on it that's like a pinchy clamp. That's the best way I can describe it. There's a real name for it, and I don't remember what it is. But I got one of those and put it on there. And back to the camera. Let's see. Oh, wow, what a great camera angle. It shows just my keyboard. I want to push that out of the way. There you go. Goodbye, keyboard. Go over there. Put my microphone back up where I can speak into it comfortably and work on the Legos comfortably. Pull this way. Hey, look at that. It's almost like I planned this or something, huh? And that's the edge of my microphone in the shot. Good. I'm doing real well. Okay, so these are the plants. Now that the camera's somewhat in focus, you can actually see them. So these are the ones I already have. Some cacti. And they come in this sort of modular pack where you can eat all 4 of these pots and combine them into one big one and plant them all together, so to speak. But I actually like them all as separate little things. Really glad the camera's focusing, you know. Be really cool. It would be such a shame if the camera wouldn't focus in a show that will require the camera to be focused at all times on what the thing in front of it is doing. Be such a horrible shame and a waste of everyone's time, wouldn't it? So I'm actually going to take these and put them back on my shelf here because they don't need to be out for this, and they're just going to take up space on the desk. Put those away. There we go. And then, I don't actually remember which kit I got this time. I'm going to pull out the new ones. I have 4 more. I'm just going to build... Maybe I won't build all 4 and I'll do another stream sometime. So let's see. We've got this bubbly sort of red one. Can you see that? You can kind of see it. Yeah, there we go. Bubble looking red sort of thing. We got this weird spiky blue thing. There we go. I don't know what the hell that's supposed to be, but it looks cool. Oh, it says it on there. A Teruha succulent. Teruha. Teruha. I'm doing good tonight. I've been up since like 6 a.m. I'm tired. A jade cactus. That's cool. Is that a thing? Because I have 2 jade plants, and, well, I technically have 4 jade plants. Oh, let me hold it up so you can see it. Possibly, maybe. Yeah, there we go. So there's a jade cactus. I have 4 jade plants in real life. Maybe I'll grab them and show them on camera in a little bit. Some of the cactuses. And then some little safflower cactuses. Cool. I like it. On the back it says what they all are. So the ones I already have are just cactus. The bubbly one I had is the Buddha bead succulent. The blue spiky one I had was the brocade succulent. The like aloe looking one is a polu succulent. I don't actually know what any of this means. Oh, here I can show you the whole catalog. I don't know what any of this means. I just like plants that look cool. And succulents are plants that look cool. So I did what I always do when I like something that looks cool. I research way too much about it and attempt to immerse myself in that. And yes, before anyone asks, I do miss living next to the train tracks. This is a joke about how I've become obsessed with trains in the past year. Or re-obsessed with them. So, I'm not sure which one of these I should do. Ah, there we go. I kind of think these two are my favorites. I don't know. I kind of like them all. They're all pretty cool. Let's start with this red one. I really like this red one. And then we'll see how long that takes. But, oh, geez. Good thing you didn't see that. I almost dropped them on the floor. Just yeet the entire thing. I've just had the realization that I have not... first of all, I don't have nearly enough light for this. I don't know how I want to solve that, or if I want to solve that. But, you know. Second of all, my desk is gross. We're just going to get that out of the way. My desk is gross. I'm not worried about it. Okay, that's 3 of 4. I don't care about that. I think I just want this one. Because this will just tell me how the one in this box goes. The other one will tell me how to make it for the big pot. So this side first. Okay. Stick the instructions off to the right. I don't know if I posted this on Discord. Uh-oh. Somebody's pinging me. Aw. Oh my god. Okay. So somebody just... of course, right as I'm going live, so I can't really respond. I've been posting... I did a lighting project. Oh my god. These have the little serrated edges so you can grip it. But they're not sharp enough and they won't grip. Do I have something that can cut around me? I don't. And you'd think with me being a theater person and all that I would just have knives all over me all the time. The only thing I have that can cut things at this desk is these nail clippers. So I'm going to use those. You know what? That worked better than it had any right to. Cool. Okay, that's one open. But yeah, I did a lighting project recently, and for those of you who don't know, I am in school for theatrical sound design, and just general sound design, honestly. I've been working with audio since the 7th grade, and I'm 23. So I actually want to, do something with that. It's kind of become passion at this point. Whether I end up in sound engineering, sound design, just stagehand, whatever. I enjoy working with audio, so... And I dare say I'm decent at it. Don't judge it based on the quality of this stream, because I am currently not trying. I want to clarify that. Any employers out there, please know that this is not my best work. Do I want to be extra and sort everything? I kind of do, to be honest. Right? Do I Adam Savage this? Do I make piles of everything? I'm going to try to do it a little bit, but kind of quick. Because I don't want to take up the entire night with this. I would actually like to do other things after this. I mean, kind of... Oh, it's already 10:30. I was going to say, I kind of want to go out and get ice cream, but then I realized, like, oh wait, if it was 8 o'clock, that would make sense, because I could still go. There's a place that's open till 10, but... Yeah, not anymore. Oh, come back here. I don't see, like, these pieces. That... I don't think Lego makes one like that. It's just a little cylinder with a hole in it. I don't think Lego official Lego actually makes that. So that's interesting, I guess. I don't know. These are kind of cool. It's interesting to see like how different companies have different takes on these. Like some of the things are actually kind of smarter than the Lego variant of it. Like these, right? This looks like the little things on a pickup truck, you know, where you connect the straps to and it can swivel. Is that a common thing, or is that just on my my friend Tom's pickup truck? Can you tell I drive a mom car and not a pickup truck? I don't care for pickup trucks. No offense if you do. That's valid, but it's just not my jam. I do, however, enjoy a big work van. Do love me a good work van. Let's get you guys over here. There we go, those pieces. Let's just get all of these ones up over there-ish. A little higher off camera. Y'alls can go over here. These sticky bits, oh, you get back there, can go over there as well. That goes with those. That can go with those. And why not? This can also go with those. All right, let's get our flat pieces in one spot. Can you see those? You can. Good. You know, I actually am kind of enjoying the chaos. The chaos, like half chaos, half organization that I'm doing here. Oh, this is a smooth piece. I want to keep that on its own. All the smooth and or curved pieces are going to go up on this side. Smooth and or round, I should say. This is a weird special piece. Let's put all the pieces with the side bits right in between these two. No one can count as side bits, and so can that. There we go. Then I've got some build space over here. And this fucking camera. Okay, hold on. I have to figure out the focus on this bitch. Which is a thing I can do. I just have to go into my OBS settings and fuss with it a little bit. Configure video, camera control, focus. Let's take that off of auto. Let's take exposure off of auto as well. What's exposure look like if I turn it up a little bit? That's not horrible. The whites are a little blown out. Let's see. Is the focus good? Can't really tell. No, don't. Oh God, here we go. When other windows pop up, it drives me crazy. Audio software does that constantly with like plugins and shit. It drives me insane sometimes. Oh no, the focus was good as it was. Let's see. 164. Oh, that wasn't it. Configure video. Camera control. Are you shitting me? They made it a text box that you can't type in? Fuck is the point of that? Hey, I said fuck in this video. That means it can't get set to can't get banned to YouTube, banished to YouTube Kids, right? Because I said fuck 3 times now. Okay, let's build this shit. Oh, but yeah, so back to what I was talking about. I'm a sound person. I'm a sound designer, sound design student. But as part of being in the theater program here, I actually, like, part of the reason I wanted to go to college for theater instead of just, you know, joining a union and starting to try and sign up for things after I got my associate's degree, is to try and actually, like, how do I want to say this? To try and, like, expose myself to other areas of theater. Because in high school, we always had such a huge sound crew that unless I insisted on only doing sound, there's a good chance I would have ended up getting bumped onto a different crew. And sound was the one I was actually passionate about. Why? Hold on, that's not how they did this. They didn't use one big piece. They used 4 small pieces. Oh, you bitch. Ah, there we go. Excuse me. But yeah, so that's... So I'm in a lighting class as well right now. And I've been really enjoying it. And I've never really gotten to do much lighting before. I helped focus 2 lusters one time, and if you're not a theater person, you probably don't know what that means. They're these big, heavy LED spotlights. It says to put these... This is a sketchy shape to be making on YouTube, but this is what it wants me to do. Oh, I don't like that. Let's just keep going quickly here. It's very close to becoming a swastika, and I don't like that. Jesus, to be clear, it does say to... Oh, for fuck's sake. Are you kidding me? See, it does say to do that right there. Does this exposure just look better? I think it does. I'm gonna leave it there. That way I can show the instructions when I want. Oh yeah, you can actually see the little nubs now. Okay, well... Again, I'm a sound person, not a camera operator. So... let me hit apply on that so it stays. So yeah, I made a lighting project this past week with a partner in class, and I'm really proud of how it turned out. And we kind of... This is not me trying to, like, brag about it or anything, but we kind of, like, went a little overboard with it, and not outdid everyone in our class, but, like, realistically, we did too much on that project. Because it was like... It was like, we have a rep plot, which means all the lights in the lighting lab, because we have a lighting lab here, all the lights in the lab were set up a specific way, and we couldn't hang new lights, we couldn't refocus the existing lights, we just had to use what was there and the way it was aimed. And with... What the fuck? Why do they have it set up like this? Oh, I know why. So it can be the big... So it can get changed to the big pot, but I don't care to change it to the big pot, really. This is gonna fucking fall apart so easy. Bitch, get on there. There we go. But yeah, we kind of went over the top. Like, they were like, oh yeah, you can change the gels, which is the thing that gives it color, right? That changes the color of an incandescent light, or a light that's only white, normally. White or off-white, like warm tungsten-y white, you know? What in the hell is this instruction trying to tell me to do? Oh, I'm finally starting with this piece. Okay. I want that. These. This is shockingly complicated to do while talking at the same time, I'm going to say. That's my excuse. It's like people who play games on YouTube, which I used to do. I should say, shouldn't say used to, because I still will at some point. That's part of why I was making this as well, is to talk about the channel and future of the channel and such, because I haven't posted in a long time. But anyway, get back to what I was saying and finish my fucking lighting story finally. Oh yeah, I say fuck on this channel now, apparently. I guess. Because I've been doing it quite a bit on this video. Whoops. It is a live stream, though, so... And no one's watching. Well, I don't know if no one's watching, actually. I should check on the chat. Anyone in the chat? There's one person in the chat. Hello, one person. YouTube is trying to give me, like, a tutorial on how to use everything in the YouTube studio, even though I've literally been using it for years. I just haven't gone live on this specific channel since they changed it, which is hysterical. Okay, that's on there. Then it wants me to add this thing. But yeah, so I did this project in the lighting lab, and we went over the top because they were like, you can change the gels. You can do whatever colors you want. You just have to put it back how you found it when you leave. So me and my partner went in there and we were like, oh yeah, we'll take a look at the song here, because it was set up a cue list to a song, and then you have to have like 10 cues and 10 cues minimum, I think it was. And you have to use an effect, and you have to use so many different times for cues. So you have to have different, not a multitude, that's a lot. You have to have multiple, is what I meant to say. Different cueing, no, not cueing times. Well, cueing time, well, I don't know. Transition time, that's the word I'm looking for. Ha. We figured it out in the end. Oh, and the viewers are gone. Goodbye, viewers. Unsurprisingly, because it probably got randomly recommended to someone, because I guess that's how YouTube works now. Which is so fucking weird to me still. Sorry, I need to stop swearing so much. Family-friendly channel. This is not a family-friendly channel. This is an I'm gonna do whatever I want channel. And there's nothing you can do to stop me. Besides potentially reporting me to YouTube and them demonetizing me, but I don't make money anyway, so who cares? Yeah, this is lighting project. We heard, okay, use an effect, and you're allowed to get creative with the gels. So we got creative with the gels, and it turns out every other group did their effect by like sticking a preset effect on the moving lights, because we have 2 moving heads in there. Mini movers from Martin, I think, is the name brand. Not amazing ones, but you know, they exist. That's something. They didn't exist at the beginning of the school year. We actually had 1 mini mover in there that just straight up didn't work at the beginning, and or at the beginning of the semester, not the school year. And I finally bitched about it enough that one day, well, and the professor was also annoyed about it too, that we didn't have them. But right before spring break, they returned the mini movers to the room because they were getting used for a show, the Martin ones. And we're like, oh shit, we have the mini movers. Can we like take half a class and hang and focus those and play with them? So we did that the last day before spring break, and then I got to play with them when we got back, which was fun. Hey, look at that. It's a pot of dirt. See that pot of dirt? That's a nice pot of dirt. Look at this pot of dirt. That's a fucking pot of dirt. I can stop swearing. This is the problem when you go to theater school. You start swearing because everyone in theater swears. Not everyone. There are some people who don't because they're have more self-control than me. To be fair, I'm not a potty mouth continuously. Like generally I have a good filter actually. Especially compared to some theater people. Is that what it wants me to do? Yeah, I think that is what it wants me to do. I don't know if it wants me to put it that far on. Ugh. It doesn't show how far on it goes. It's the thing. I think it just goes right at the end where it doesn't want... Come on, bitch. There we go. Look at that. Right there. He just wants it right at the end like that. That's what I'm assuming. Based on the instructions, I can't tell. Well, let's do this then. Need this bit and this bit. Can you even tell what these are? You can. Oh, good. That goes in like that. And then this goes in here. So that piece is just connecting. That's like so fragile. It's so weird. Some of these are like so thick and sturdy and built up, and some of them are like really weird and fragile. You don't get the consistency of quality that you do in actual Legos. Some of them are just extremely janky and badly designed, and that's just how it is. Um, let's see. What time is it? 10:30. We've been doing this for like half an hour. How long have we been doing this? Yeah, it's been about a half an hour. Yeah, pretty much. Wow. Okay. All I've done is talk about this one lighting project. And that's not all the things I wanted to talk about. But I can't focus because I've been up too many hours today. Okay, we want to take one of these little minifig hands, because that's what they look like. Jam one of these, jam a bracelet onto it, and put a flower petal on that bracelet. This isn't a flower petal, it's more like a leaf in this context, I think. It wants me to... Oh, it says 10 times. Well, I will just do that 10 times then. I think the easiest way is going to be to press these down on here. Nope, that made it harder. My finger kind of hurts. This hand is all messed up from earlier. I had my first day of work today. I'll go back to the lighting story in a second. But I was pushing a cart. I'm a stagehand for the school, to be clear. Not like in a professional space. Although, I did have a friend who works in a professional space as a stagehand offer to put me down on their extra help list. So maybe I will end up being a professional stagehand before like the end of the semester even. So that'd be kind of cool. I have so much stuff going on, I'd probably have to turn them down the first time though, which is disappointing. Come on. Oh, there we go. Hey, this thing adds a bunch of extra leverage, and that's really nice. I'm trying to show you what I'm doing. I promise I'm trying. It's not entirely working. How many do I have? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. So the thing with that, what was that? Oh, my finger. Yeah, I put a gash in my finger because I was pushing a cart with a bunch of equipment on it. And I tried to like lift the back end of the cart to scoot it over. But I didn't realize the handle comes off when you lift it. And it's just like a metal piece of pipe essentially. Ow, 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 ow. Hold on. Trying to not show my injury on camera because I don't know, that'll probably get me banned on YouTube or something. It's not really an injury. Didn't feel pleasant, but it's not horrible. Like a band-aid that small can cover it. It's not exactly not exactly a traumatic injury. It just was unpleasant start to my day. What happened was I took it to the wrong floor, first of all, because it was my first day on the job. And then come on. There we go. And then I was trying to stuff it back into the elevator because it was around this weird corner that's really annoying to get through by yourself if you don't have someone to hold the door. And I was by myself, and then I realized I was on the wrong floor, so I went back. And as I was pulling it back, I tried to scoot the thing over so I didn't have to do like a 16-point turn to get it back into the elevator. Shit. I hope I have an extra one of those, because I just launched that into fucking space. I heard that land on the floor behind me somewhere. Which is space, if you didn't know. Damn this Band-Aid. Okay, time for gaff tape. What a quality live stream. Hey, gaff tape moment. That's how you know I work in theater. Or film. Those are the two people forget. Film and theater people, I think, both forget that each other also use gaff tape. And no, I don't call it gaffer tape. I know a lot of people do, but I'm not one of them. Oh, I think I made too many of these. Well, I'll count as I go. But yeah, I was trying to stick the handle back on, and the pipe wasn't bent quite right, so I had to like jam it in, and it went into the thing. It went back into the thing that holds it. And is the gaff tape also not fucking holding it? I'm gonna lose my mind. It went back into the thing that holds it. And then my hand slipped off it and bashed myself against the metal and made a gash in my finger. That was a really boring story. Back to this lighting project that should have taken me like 30 seconds to talk about. So yeah, me and my partner in the class, we like had to take extra days in the lab and stuff, and like we had to reserve lab time anyway, so it wasn't a big deal. But it was annoying to try and find, because he works and I have theater. He's a film major, so he's, excuse me, you petulant fools. How dare you roll away from me? Stop it. There's no way this desk is on flat ground. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose my mind. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose my mind. Oh my god, I'm gonna lose my mind. This one does not want to go on. I'm gonna make... Oh, I was about to say I'm gonna make fucking lose it, but apparently I'm not. Apparently it's just like sound equipment. Legos and sound equipment starts working when you start threatening it. Okay, how many of these do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and one more will be 10. And I'm sure I'm going to have to make like a million more of these because I am only halfway through these instructions. Hey, maybe I'll do more of these streams because this is fun. And I don't have... Okay, so it's saying put this here and this like here. That's what it looks like it's saying on that one. And what does this backside say? Oh my god, it has an instruction step for each of them. Okay, I'm trying to do it exactly how it shows. But yes. So this lighting project, we did it and we kind of went overboard with it. Like, we came in and we replaced a bunch of gels. We were like, oh, how do we want each scene to look? We did it to the song Hell's Coming With Me by wait, hold on. I'm screwing this up. Okay. We did it to Hell's Coming With Me by the band Poor Man's Poison, which, like, check them out. They're chill. Also, they let people use that song on YouTube without copyright striking them, which is really nice. I don't know if that's like them or their publisher or whatever, but it made me happy because it makes it really easy for me to share that video. And if I get my partner on the project's permission, I will probably share that video on this YouTube channel as well because I'm quite proud of it. But for the moment, it's unlisted on my second channel, Spoodle 2, which you can subscribe to. You won't be able to see that video, but you'll be able to see a bunch of other things on there, like shit posts. And last one goes here. And I've definitely not spaced these out enough, so I'm gonna kind of scoot them all up. Oh, I ripped the end off. Okay. Oh yeah, this actually looks way better with me spacing them out more. I don't know why I didn't think that would be the way to do it in the first place. I mean, it's still a little janky, but whatever. Is that bit done? Oh, that is that bit done. So I just stick this on here. Oh, that's that hole. Oh, shite. You come back. You come back. Oh, well, that's that. All right. They made this look way shorter in this. Look at this. weird. Okay, hopefully this next one will be a little less strenuous to build while talking. So yeah, for the next one, we need this boy. Don't you tell me I'm assuming it's gender. You don't know if maybe I asked before we started the stream. You don't know. I'm just saying words at this point. I don't know what I'm talking about. Ignore me. Let's see. So yeah, we did this whole thing. We had to ask for extra time. I had to come in actually late one evening. And I accidentally stayed overtime into the next people's thing, but luckily they decided not to do it that day anyway because their group member couldn't be there. Kidding me? I need to make 4 more of these bastards. So it was like, okay, that's a little bit of a relief because I was supposed to only have the place till 6. I went till like 6:30. But it was kind of cool because one of the lighting instructors was in there. And she hung out with me for a bit and gave me some tips for like how I could make the fire effect I put together better. And I don't know if you know the song, if you're watching this. It's actually like, put it on in the background, nice and quiet, another tab or something. I can't put it in this at the moment, or I guess I could, but it makes things complicated with copyright, and this is my main channel, so I'm on that still. But it's a good song. It's it's like a ballad. So it tells a story of like this drifter who gets ostracized or whatever, and then he comes back to the town and burns the place down. It's cool. There's like an evil priest or whatever in there too. It's interesting. It's a fun song. It's got a good vibe. It's apparently got a whole like TikTok thing about it, which I should have known because there were some YouTube shorts I was seeing that were like animations to it. But that main part with the TikTok, he's talking about burning down the town, and it says, and then what the drifter says to the people in the town who start pleading with him is, "I'm the righteous hand of God, and I'm the devil that you forgot." And the one part in that is like my claim to fame for that whole thing is the fire cue and the righteous hand of God cue, because they were just things I came up with, and my partner did help, but they were ideas that I was like, I want to do this, and he was like, yes, I like that. But he helped me like put together the look for it, if that makes sense. And we definitely came up with the way to do the fire effect together. So what we essentially did is we had an LED cyc light, which essentially just throws color into the entire room the way it's set up there. And that's not normally how those work. They're usually against like a white curtain or white wall, or sometimes a black curtain or whatever, piece of scenery, something. It's usually just like a big light, a big floodlight that throws against a wide area, but from the side or top or bottom. So it's like, if I was going to put one to go onto this desk, it'd be like over here on this edge, and it would come down from here, just a really short throw across the whole desk, and it would do it nice and even with the way the reflector is angled and such. But we had that mounted up in the air, so it was kind of aimed down at the whole room, because it's like a miniature black box theater. Is this what goes there? Hold on. Not yet. This goes in somewhere, I guess. Oh, I need one of these. Okay, that goes in there, which will never come out. And one of these goes on top of it. Because, no, it definitely couldn't go on the other end. Ow! Pinched myself. Ooh, I don't want to reopen my cut, but I might need to loosen the gaff tape a little bit. And then we jam this in there. Oh god, I'm gonna have to do the rest of these, aren't I? Oh, there's only 5 though, so that's not terrible. Let's mash this in there, but it's not gonna want to go in because you jammed a super tiny piece into another super tiny piece. Oh no, this super tiny piece doesn't even go all the way through, so it's just like that. Really? Wait, what? Hold on. Just push this. Oh, it's telling me to use this to push this into there. Well, I didn't do that. Is that literally all this piece is for? They didn't have to. That's all this piece is for. They did not have to include this blue piece. Why didn't they tell me to just use the brown piece from that one to do this? And then have this one go for... Oh my god. It's so dumb. Okay. Well, let's see. What's it have me do next? It's just having me put one on top? Or what the fuck is this? I'm so confused. Oh, I missed a step. I missed the step with these things. Just talking about lighting. So yeah, the lighting thing, we did go overboard with it. Because... Oh, so that section of the song. He says, first there was fire, then there was smoke, then the preacher man was hanging by a rope, burned down the village. The people start to, like, get down on their knees and beg him, and he says, I am the righteous hand of God, I am the devil that you forgot. And what we did for the fire is we got it to look like this. We took the cyc that I was just saying about, and we put an effect together where it changed the intensity of the light so it would kind of flicker erratically, and so we had that kind of as our background. But it was also kind of shining over the mannequin, because we're lighting a mannequin in the space. It was lighting the mannequin, it was lighting the space, it was lighting the background, the floor, everything. It's cyc light, pukes light everywhere. We were not using it the correct way, but it worked. What am I fucking doing? Take this, put it in the, like this. Yeah, so that was cool on its own, but we're like, okay, this is great, but it doesn't really sell it by itself. So we took the 2 moving heads that I was talking about earlier, the 2 movers, mini movers, and we aimed them both at the mannequin, one at the top half of the mannequin, one at the bottom half, because they were too close to have each of them cover the whole thing. And it actually kind of worked better that way, because we applied the same flicker effect to all 3 of them, but made it so they didn't flicker in time with each other. So it, to me anyway, it doesn't sell as well on camera. I'm really disappointed that it doesn't sell as well on camera, but it totally looked like someone standing in front of a bonfire. Super cool. And so it goes from that effect where it's kind of like this dim bonfire or standing in front of the fire sort of thing, straight into 4 source 4 ellipsoidal backlight spotlights at full, like from behind the mannequin straight to the audience, and then 2 par cans at full from the sides. So it makes this cool, like, heavenly silhouette and this crazy bright, blinding light. And we set that at a fade time of 0. So the absolute minimum time the lights can physically do. And what the fuck is this? What am I doing with this? It says to put this on, one of these on here. Oh shit. Please come off. Oh, fuck. Okay. Oh, that worked. Okay. Good. Oh, I think I see. Just put this on there. How does it go on? Oh, just on an angle. Okay. Oh yeah, that does work. Hey, look at that. All right. And this goes on there. It just goes on there? No, it doesn't. Wait, what? How does this go on? Oh, this piece. I was gonna say, what the hell? Ooh, what the hell is this piece for? Say that lighting project, turns out, I love that section. And then for the devil you forgot that comes right after it, it goes to a bunch of red from the front top and back. And that gets the, like, devil vibe, I guess. I can add another one to this top bit. Scoot these around here so it looks a little more natural. Hey, there we go. That looks a little better. But yeah, I was really proud of that transition because it sets your eyes and your mind feeling this, like, dim, watching the city burn down vibe. And it goes straight into this super bright, overpowering force of God, literally, thing. Which is, you know, it's fun. I had a lot of fun with this project. But then I went and uploaded it onto Microsoft Teams because we do a lot of our stuff in Teams, which is a program I still hate. Hey, look at that. We got a plant. This little plant guy. Look at him. He's a plant. It's a planto. Why do I have 4 pings on Discord? Who is pinging me? Oh, it's people who want to hang out. Oh, whoops. Okay, well, I'll do that after. Yeah, so we uploaded it, and I watched the rest of the group's projects on Teams, and I went, oh, are you telling me all the other groups either left all the lights just white or replaced, like, a gel or 2? Our first 30 seconds of the song has 4 different colors, has 4 lights with colors on them. So we actually had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, we used 8 gels, which means every time we came into the lab or left the lab, we had to dig the gels out of their folders and get on a ladder and put them up in the lights, and then take them down at the end. So that's like half an hour of our queuing time gone. It just takes like 15 minutes to find them and set them up, and then 15 minutes to take it all back down. Let's see. I feel like this one's going to go quick, so I'm going to do this one next. But yeah, so we went a little hard, and a lot of the other classmates... Ow, bitch, that hurt. Caught me right under my hangnail. This is what I want. This one can go over there. So yeah, we didn't realize that we were going as crazy with it as we were, but we definitely went a little over the top of it. So hopefully people like it in class. And what a lot of the other people did, don't get me wrong, I am not insulting their projects, because there were moments in every single one of them where I was like, oh, that's a cool effect. Like, I wouldn't have thought of doing that before. That's kind of cool. Also, that's another thing. We're a sound design, like theater sound design major and a film major. So, film major / actor. Most of the rest of we're the only group in class that didn't have a dancer. Which definitely affected the way they did their lighting, which is really interesting. Our lighting was more like, let's try to tell the story. Their lighting was kind of that. Well, some of them did sort of the let's just tell a story thing like we did. But there were some where it was like, it wasn't as much about telling a story as it was about thinking of it in terms of dance. Like if I were to choreograph this, what sort of lighting would look good with the types of movements you would do during this part of the song, which is not a way I would have thought of it, just because I don't have that background. So it's kind of interesting. Like, oh, this is something that you would be moving like this for. You'd need this kind of depth and everything. So, you want to light from the sides, and oh, for this part, it would be really cool to be in silhouette, so you light from the back, stuff like that. It's interesting. And then a lot of them, for their effect, it seemed like did a similar thing to us where they used a preset and then modified it, or maybe just straight up used a preset. Almost did the same thing this last time. Needs these 4. But yeah, so it was kind of cool, and it was really funny to. Oh, it has the same unfortunate shape as last time too. Yeah, it was just interesting to be like, oh shit, we didn't realize we were going like ridiculous with this, but we kind of were. It's like, oh yeah, the assignment was, we should have known, we should have caught on that we were going too far with it, when the assignment was make at least 10 cues, and we made 18. Use one effect, and we're like, okay, use one effect, but we're going to heavily modify this effect. We're going to modify the timing. We're going to add a random factor to it. We're going to change the curve shape of this graph. Like, I should have realized, like, oh, hey, we can tone it back. We don't need to go this hard. I swear anyone in our class probably could have done the same stuff we did if they wanted to. It's not like, oh, we're better than them or anything. I fucking just started doing lighting this semester. I don't know what I'm doing. Which is probably why some of the looks in that thing are janky as hell, because we don't really know what we're doing. But there's certain parts that I'm very proud of as well. And also just proud of that collaborative process. Weirdly enough, that person and I work really well together. And we only realized it because we were talking about Monty Python, of all things, on a lighting focus call, or a strike call we had together. So we were just hanging out on a strike call, and we started talking Monty Python because somebody made a reference. Just fantastic. So that was one of those like, hey, we should work with each other because we know we get along, and I don't know if I'll get along with anyone else in this class who's still available. Let's do that before we accidentally get forced into a group that we don't particularly care for. Not that there's anyone in that class I would have had a problem with. So there really isn't, actually, come to think of it. Everyone in there is pretty chill. It's a theater class. Theater and film. Like, the worst you get in film is people who are kind of, what's the word? Pretentious is a little mean. I don't mean to say pretentious. I do like to make fun of film people for being pretentious, though. I'm not gonna lie. It is a stereotype. It's because all the academic film people use fancy words in their writing. Snob is also not the word. I'm really, like, accidentally being way meaner than I'm intending to be. Did I do this wrong? Oh, these really stick on there. Oh, I say that and that one just pops right off. Oh, shit. I'm gonna bust a nail. Ow! Ow! Okay. Nail clippers come back so I can pry this off. Oh, I don't want to shoot this into the stratosphere, though. See, what you don't realize is I have to be careful because behind my monitors that way, I'm in my apartment is a loft. So my bedroom is lofted, and I'm in my bedroom. My desk is in my bed. I just fucking put it back on the same dumbass spot. But the lofted bedroom means my desk is over here, so if I drop anything off that side of my desk or it flies up and over the monitors, it can go anywhere in the entire apartment. And then if that's a piece I don't have a spare of, it becomes a problem. I'm going to start doing this with my left hand because my right thumb is starting to hurt from pressing on these. We work really well together, and it's kind of nice. I'm just kind of making a video diary here at this point. It's kind of funny. I see somebody else went and watched for a minute and a half and then left, which is funny. Wait, why is anyone watching this is the funny part. Who's watching this? Where is this getting recommended? That's what I want to know. Someone is going to pop in, see that nobody's watching, and see that it's a shitty Lego stream with me bitching about theater lighting, of all things. And the stream is really far behind on the... Why is it not up to live? I guess my stream buffers occasionally or something on the YouTube version. It's so goofy. Huh. But yeah, so that's fun. Let me talk about something else, because I can go on about this lighting project all day, because I had such a good time on it. Oh, there we go. Look at that. So, let's see, what should I talk about? About turning Canadian. Sorry, Canadians. Where is that in Canada that says, like, about, and against? Well, maybe against is the whole place, yeah, the whole country. I don't know. I know Linus from Linus Tech Tips says it. And it was really funny because when they were getting their soundproofing done, he went, there was like a really tense moment, and they played the like intense music too. And he goes, "Oh, somebody placed pallets against the wall." And just the fact that he said against totally like brought me out of the mood. It like ruined the mood because it just sounds, I don't know, it's got a different sound to it. It's interesting. Sounds a little sillier in that context, I think. I don't know why. Maybe it's just because I'm not used to it. That could be. It's because I'm a stupid American who only hears against most of the time. That is a lot of, like, just, it explains a lot of things if you go, oh, maybe it's just because I'm a stupid American. It turns out, that is a really good explanation for a lot of phenomena in daily life as an American. Like, oh, maybe it's just because I'm uncultured because I live in the United States. But yeah, let's talk channel future stuff. So, I teased on Twitter a while ago that I had things coming up. Let me look at the timestamp right now on YouTube so I can... Oh, I can't look at the timestamp. It doesn't show it. Oh, yes, I can. Wait. No, it shows it negative. Damn it. Oh, you bastard. Oh, I can look at it on OBS. That's right. An hour 06. Okay, I'll have to remember that. An hour 06. Let's write that down. Just type 106. There we go. I'll definitely remember what that means in a week when I edit this. Will I edit this? I don't know. Probably not, actually. I'll probably just leave it as this. But yeah, so... next step is on the back. We're already halfway through this. Simultaneously impressive and disappointing. Okay. That goes off to the side. Let's put you there. Edge of the screen. We want... Nope. One of these. Which way does it go? Does it matter? Looks like it goes shorter side up. Cool. Oh, it wiggles. So this pattern is only on the one side. That's interesting. Does it want it all the way down over it? I can't really tell. I'm going to put it not down over it to start with. Just slightly, like that. I like that. Okay. And then, does it want me to put... Okay, hold up. It wants the bigger ones. And it wants 2 studs behind them. All right, I can do that. Maybe I can't do that. There we go. Be easier if I just did it with my hand. So it wants 4 of those. Cool. Yeah, so channel future. I've been trying to script a video for a while where I basically talk about like, oh hey, talk in an entertaining way about like, oh hey, I'm gonna do this. And actually there's a video coming out hopefully soon, because I filmed it like easily over a month ago. No, yeah, it was about a month ago now. It was right before spring break, I think. No, it was around when my parents came over, which was February. Jesus. Spent 2 months. It's actually been closer to 2 months. I hate it. And these go on here, right? Yeah. Wait. Light green? I can't tell if it goes on the light green one or the dark green one. Oh, they don't go on either. It just goes on the thing. Duh. It would help if I had some light. That would help. Whose idea was it to have all the lights off? Oh, it was mine, so I could be relaxed and moody in here, but why would I do that when I could just not? That being have lighting. Which is ironic with how long I just spent talking about my lighting project. So I made this video where I guess I could just tell you about the new series, but I'm going to hold off on that. I made a video talking about this, but I only mentioned it briefly, really, and I've been trying to script a more formal thing where I want... I haven't posted on this channel in a long time because I don't know what I want to do with it. Which sucks, right? Because originally it was supposed to be a gaming channel. Like my inspiration for it was originally Markiplier. And then my sibling and I made Oblight, which was inspired by Game Grumps. And then that fell off because it was just too annoying to get us both to sit down and do it, and then too annoying to edit and upload once it was done. And it was annoying because by the time we got around to editing and uploading, because it was that type of content, it hadn't aged. It would be like weeks to a month later, and we'd record like 6 episodes at a time and release them 1 per week. And then by that time we're like, ooh, I don't like the way this sense of humor is anymore, you know? Like, it was literally enough time for our taste in YouTube to change and us to be like, well, I kind of just want to start over with that. Which sucks when you're trying to make consistent videos. Doesn't show which of these is the dark green and which is the light green. I'm going to assume the dark green gets covered somewhere. Okay. So next step, I get to use these frogs. I love it when Lego shit uses the frogs for dumb things. You can kind of tell. It's a little frog. Yeah. One frog. Two frog. I was gonna do 1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish joke, but there's only 2. Well, wait, hold on. What? Oh yeah, there's only 2 frogs in this step. There's 4 frogs in the coming up step though. So take that, I guess. There's the frogs. And then these 2 just go straight on there. So yeah. So this channel is basically just going to become, I'm going to post however often I want, when I want to, because I had this sort of creative crisis thing, and I did mention this on my Twitter a while ago. Oh God, I buggered that. There we go. I did mention this on my Twitter a while ago. I don't know how long ago it would be to find the post now, but I basically talked about, like, with my video editing, right? I used to really enjoy video editing. And I use this program called Lightworks, which is, it has a free version, but the free version is only exports in 720p, and I can't really afford the full version at the moment. I especially couldn't back then because I was in high school. Actually, middle school for part of it. Forgot what step I'm on. This one, into this one. Oh. Poor frog. But yeah, I couldn't afford the full version and really enjoyed editing in Lightworks. Taught the program to myself, basically. I think I watched one tutorial ever. And then I just taught the rest to myself from there, which is, looking back, kind of impressive for a video editing software. Because they suck to learn. That looks weird. It makes kind of a weird, it's like a claw. It's kind of cool. Looks like it would sit like this, sort of. It's got butt cheeks. I'm losing it. Anyway. Yeah, so that was, it wants this on the top, which is kind of weird because that's not how these plants usually work. They usually just kind of have one of these. Like, I kind of want to stick that up there instead. Where does it say to put that? It doesn't, I don't think. I think it literally doesn't use that piece. I might modify this and make that the top. Because that'd make, yeah, fuck this. Eat my shorts. This one's going to be the top. Because that looks more like the rosette of an actual succulent now. There we go. Well, actually, I don't know how that looks. Doesn't look great from the side. Looks cool from the top. Side looks weird. I don't know. I'll put the original thing back on and I'll decide later. It's not like that piece is going anywhere. Oh, I could put that in the pot. Ooh. Don't want anything under this? So it sticks up a little bit? Is that what's going on? No, it doesn't show anything under it. That's weird. Huh. That's goofy. Yeah, no, I think that kind of looks worse. Whatever. I'll stick it on there. And actually, if this doesn't sit all the way down, whoops, if this doesn't sit all the way down in there, I will raise it with some of the studs. And actually, that sits down there well enough to not annoy me, so I'm fine with that. Look at that. It's a little thing. I don't know what the hell these are for. Probably for if you put the whole big thing together. There we go. That's two of them. So yeah, I guess we'll finish off with a channel update here. I'll put a little baby one down at the bottom. Actually, you take the stud off that because I think it'll look better without it. Yeah, just a little tiny little baby one. Just offset it slightly so it's a little more natural. Well, little baby succulent. Where's the, there it is. Look at that. I'm getting way too into this. Let's see. Plantos. Now it's got some inertia. Look at that. Or lack of friction, I think, is more like it. I kind of wish, like, these Lego pots kind of like how cool would Lego flower pots be, right? Be something actually like useful, not just decor to have around. Because that's the problem with Legos for me, right? Is I just don't have enough places to put shit to have a bunch of Lego models. That and they're expensive, but if you get off-brand ones, they're pretty cheap. But yeah, I'm gonna leave these sit here to see them. They're upside down. There we go. The fruits of our labor. Actually, there's no fruit here. I've lied to you. We'll build something off to the side here with the spare parts. What the hell can I build with all this crap? Oh, let's see. I'm just gonna play with it. That's what Legos are for anyway. But yeah, so I thought about it with this program, right? And I originally ditched Lightworks, even though I really liked editing in it, for a program called DaVinci Resolve, because Resolve has a free version where you can go up to 1080p. I think you can actually go up to 4K now or something like that in the free version. I don't remember. Don't quote me on that. But it's something, it's like, oh shit, that's good for the free version. And they don't really care. They're just like, yeah, that's fine. It's from the company Blackmagic. And who makes like the cameras and stuff. And they, so I did that, and I basically had such a shitty time editing in Resolve versus how I liked to edit in Lightworks that I was basically trading off the part of the creative process that I enjoyed for one that was a higher quality. Literally higher video resolution is what I traded it off for, which is kind of dumb because it made it so that instead of looking forward to editing videos, it became a chore. And so because of that, I haven't had the motivation to do YouTube except occasionally, and then I do it and it takes a long time and I don't have a process anymore. And I don't really care to do the whole thing of just putting out content every week to have it out every week, because I'm not really interested in trying to build an audience anymore. I mean, I love y'all, but at the same time, if I start doing stuff and you unsubscribe, my world will not end, you know? I'm fine with that. I have 89 subscribers, and I've had that number for a long time. I actually bumped up to 90 at one point and then went back down like a month or two ago, which is weird to me. Extreme Trash Cosplay. Hello. I don't know how long it was since you posted that. I just saw it now. I'm about to be ending, though. I'm doing a quick channel update before I sign off here. Yeah, so basically, I'm just making this into a channel of I'm going to post whatever I want, whenever I want, and that's gonna be it. It's I have some plans. I'm gonna divulge those plans now. I teased one of these on my Twitter and showed a picture of my kitchen, which is delightful kitchen for filming purposes, but kind of sucks for actually convenience because it doesn't have drawers in it. You know, I should really put the camera back on myself at some point here. Let's do this. I need a thing that isn't an intermission at some point. I love the fact that I put Elevator Ride to Hell in this, though. The elevator music. There's a link to that in the description, by the way. It's so funny to me. I don't know why it's that funny. Hey, there we go. And look, the camera stayed on because I kept the settings window open. Oh my god, my hair is a mess from the day. And actually, if I put this here, hey, look, I'm not like looking totally away from the camera to look at myself. But yeah, so microphone, please. Oh my god, the stand in this microphone. I need a different microphone. This thing's lovely, but it's from the 60s and it's so inconvenient. Yeah, anyway. It's probably too close now. Whatever, I need to stop messing with it. We I see it on YouTube myself fussing with the microphone. It probably made a horrible sound, sorry. But yeah, I had cause I don't cook, right? I've never really cooked that much. I've done it as a utility and that's about it. I buy frozen food and I put it in the oven for the amount of time it says on the package. And occasionally I adjust that timing and season to taste. Like that's the extent of my cooking. I can follow a recipe, but I just don't cooking for me isn't something I find a ton of joy in on its own. I get a sense of accomplishment from a job well done when the job is well done. But it's not something I go out of my way to do or get myself interested in. So I haven't done much of it. And that I decided to make into a new series. So me being in college, living away from home for the first time, I have decided like, hey, I'm going to actually like cook some things occasionally. When I do, I have a nice kitchen for recording in. I should just make a cooking show where I fumble through things and get people to laugh at me and laugh along with me. It's one of those like come along for the ride shows, and it has a disclaimer at the beginning of every episode that's something along the lines of like, remember, if you give me advice in the comments section, the next episode won't be as funny, you know? So yeah, it's definitely an interesting one, or an interesting idea to me anyway. Because it's me learning things and trying things for the first time, but it's also just one of those sort of fun to edit, easy, because gaming videos are so boring to edit. It's just like sit down and cut out the boring bits, which means you have to sit and watch through all the boring bits a bunch of times. And these are kind of the same thing, but it's more interesting to sit and watch through while you're editing. I've been talking long enough and like looking down over my desk long enough that my nose has filled up on one side. Yeah, and then I just had what am I trying to say? I don't remember. I lost my train of thought. I don't know why I'm making that face either. It looks horrible. Um, damn, I really lost my train of thought on that. Wow. Um, yeah, so that's one plan for the future of the channel. I still want to do a thing like the Spoodle Show, which is kind of the idea of like Tom Ska's content series. In fact, I want to do more things like that, where it's just, hey, I'm going to sit down with some friends and play a game, or we're going to do this interesting YouTube challenge. I want to do videos more like that, where I just sit down in front of a camera and make a thing. And that can be this channel. That's fine. It doesn't have to be all professional work. And that was another thing that was keeping me from doing stuff, is like, well, I could do this, but it won't be my best work. And it's not professional. And, you know, my real name is attached to this, which is also attached to things in the professional world. But also, artists know that each other have hobbies with art and things. So it's at the same time, it's like, okay, but no one's gonna care if I do weird shit on YouTube, you know? So once I get like that's what I need to do is at this point is sit down and make a process for post-production. Because I can get myself to just set up a camera and a microphone and point it at me and do pre-production and production, and then it's post that I really need to get myself motivated on. And the way I found to get, and this is the actual advice here that may or may not work for you. The way that I have found that works best for me for getting myself to do things is make it as easy as possible for yourself to do them. If it's annoying to put your clothes Like, you can sit down and fold your clothes fine and everything, but they sit stacked on the coffee table, right? It's annoying to actually go upstairs and put them away into the dresser. Throw out the dresser and get a bookshelf and just stack your clothes on the shelf instead. It takes away that extra barrier, right? I got this from an old Twitter post of someone who said it helped with their, I forget if it was an autism thing or an ADHD thing. It could probably help with either of them, to be perfectly honest. Could have been either. Or both, who knows. But they had said, or maybe it was Reddit, I don't remember. Somewhere. Turns out it's Tumblr, right? Someone will find the post. But they were basically like, somebody gave me shit for not having doors on my kitchen cabinets. And I told them, like, well, it means I put the dishes away. If having the doors there to A, stop me from seeing it, and B, be one extra step for me to do while I'm putting it away, if not having that extra step there and being able to see all of it, that it is put away and organized neatly, if those things help me to actually do it, then that's what works, and that's what I'm doing. And that's such a great way to think of it. So that's what I've kind of tried to adopt into my entire daily life, is just like, you know, if it works, do it. Or if it works best this way, do it this way. And who cares what other people think, first of all. But then also, like, take out the intermediate steps that are getting in your way, if you can, where you can, when you can. It makes such a difference. And that's something with organization too, that Adam Savage said. I think he calls it like first order organization or something. No, that's first order is the thing in Star Wars. But yeah, that's a thing where he basically said, like, I don't want to, the way I organize my workshop is I never have to move one thing to get to another thing. It's adding an extra step. And like, if that's what it takes for you to use the right tools to do your project the proper way, is to have everything available instead of having to move stuff around to get to it, then do it that way, right? Like, I've literally tried to start organizing my stuff that way. Like, you can think behind me. Can you see them? Yeah, bins. You see the papers and cables all over the floor in front of them. That's what I'm trying to prevent. But you get the idea. The bins, right? I have organized things. Different things go in each of them. And I don't have to move any other stuff to get to any of them. I don't even have to pull a drawer out. Like, if I owned this dresser, it wouldn't be a dresser, it would be a bookshelf. Because that's easier to deal with for clothes. And that's something I've actually been weirdly struggling with this semester, is putting my clothes away. I think it's because the washing machine's downstairs, and I have 14 stairs to get up to this bedroom area. And I have to walk back and forth to do it. But yeah, anyway, it's been like an hour and a half now. I think that's all I wanted to get through with the channel updates. So basically, I'm going to be making content again. I don't know when it's going to come because I'm really busy in my real life right now. It might wait till the summer, till I'm home for the summer. But yeah, it's something for y'all to look forward to. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I actually have 2 of those cooking videos made already. I'm not going to tell you what they are, but I will tell you I'm making a 3rd this week, and it involves a cake. So I should have put a spoiler alert before that. I'm sorry. So yeah, that's your teaser for this channel. I intend to do more things with other people. I intend to do more content I actually enjoy making, rather than just trying to put stuff out to retain an audience. And I already have one like recurring show in the works. Which I don't know how I'm going to film when I get home, because the kitchen there at my parents' house is not set up for that. at all. This kitchen is great for it. My parents' kitchen is not great for it because there's not a lot of counter space. It's usually messy because there's 4 of us. And frankly, the amount of counter space it has is not much better than the amount of counter space I have here. If anything, it's probably less, actually. No, it's totally less. Actually less counter space because they don't have the island thing. And they basically have about as much counter space between the stove and the sink as I do. Yeah, so I don't know how I'm going to do that one. There's no real good way to film it, but I'll figure something out because I really want to keep that series going. Then we'll see what it looks like when I move into my apartment next semester. And actually, that's something I want to do. The week I move out of this apartment, I'm going to do an apartment tour as kind of a joke video, I guess. That might go on the second channel, actually, as a shit post or behind the scenes sort of thing. Because might as well, because I'm moving out. I don't need to worry about, like, if somebody tracks down, oh, I recognize that. I went to this same school and I lived there in one of those apartments. I know exactly where you live. And these are the things I worry about. I don't need someone coming to my house. It's already easy enough to kind of figure out. Well, it's not actually that easy, but like, there's some things where I've mentioned stuff in passing over the years on different social media and shown like my backyard on YouTube with the trains going through. And it's like, there's some like creepy rail fan out there who could probably trace like, oh, this video was uploaded on this date. And at that time, this like road number of this locomotive was only scheduled to be going past this area for this date to this date, so that must have been like on this line, and then you know what I mean. I have anxiety, in other words. But yeah, I really want to work on an animation project at some point. I have no ideas for one at the moment, though. I want to do more art. I may consider starting other projects and channels and actually keeping them going for once. I did start a channel called Spoodles Doodles a while ago. It has 1 video on it, and we have 2 or 3 more recorded. And they may never see the light of day, I'm not sure. It was like a Drawfee clone with me and my one friend. And we had all these great plans, but it's just college, hard to schedule around. It's the thing. That's really the issue, is college is hard to schedule around. But yeah, I think I'm going to get out of here because I am just rambling at this point. This has been about 30-ish minutes of me just talking about channel updates and such. Before I go, I'm going to take our plants that we finished today. Look at this. I'm talking like a YouTuber again. I'm saying we when it was, you did nothing. You weren't even here. One person talked in the chat. They said, hi. And I didn't respond in time for them to see it, and they left. I have 2 pings on Discord now, so that is 7 times I've been pinged. I see. People making plans. Not me. It's a group. Doesn't matter. You don't need to know. You're not there. You're not in this group. Unless you are. The people from that group might be watching in the future, because they're not watching now. I know they're not. I'm gonna hold these up. Nice look at these. I sincerely love these kits. I don't remember the name of the company that makes them. I'm gonna mispronounce this. It looks to my dumbass American brain like Xingbao. Xingbao. I realize that I still have the focus not set to auto, which means my face has probably been slightly out of focus this whole time, which is just delightful. It is in fact made in China, which is unsurprising given the price. Most of the world's cheapest products do come from China, if I'm remembering correctly. Which, let's try not to think about that one too hard. All right, and on that bombshell, that downer of a note about oh wow, about underpaid labor, I'm gonna actually go put these on the shelf with the rest of them to finish off this video, and then I will come back and sign off. There we go. Not that you can actually see them or anything about them from there, but you know. Wait, hold on. Let me do that into camera instead. But you know. It's too late at night. I've been up too many hours. I gotta go to bed. All right. That is all from me. Have a lovely rest of your evening. Well, it probably is an evening while you're watching this, if you ever watch it. That's all I can think about. Yeah, that's just about it for now. And I'll see you when I see him.